Hey, cosmic friend. I want to talk to you today about the aura and the intuition. That is what this video is about. Hi, I'm Tanisha Ahava, intuitive coach, holistic health practitioner, and all around curious person about subtle energy, things holistic, and health and wellness. The aura has been talked about probably in a few different ways. Many indigenous cultures knew about the aura. They might call it different things. HeartMath Institute has done studies on it and found that the heart's electromagnetic field radiates from the body in about a 6 to 8 feet field around us. Your energy workers, your Reiki practitioners, your acupuncturists work with the different energy fields in the body. The heart's magnetic field is one. Because the heart's magnetic field has been measured as the largest magnetic field of all of our organs, yes, each of our organs has its own subtle energy field. They know about the brain, they know about the heart. I don't think Western science really talks about the other ones. But the heart's field interacts with our environment. We receive information through it. So anything that is 6 to 8 feet around us, we can possibly pick up information from with the energy transfer of that heart field. As the heart field interacts with our environment, we have access and opportunity to transmute, to translate, to pick up that information and give us information. Have you ever noticed, maybe you were sitting at a cafe or eating dinner somewhere and somebody outside of the restaurant or the store was staring at you and you were maybe engaged in conversation, but you just felt like, I feel like somebody's watching me, and then you look and then somebody's like, that was very likely an interaction with your heart field, and you got that information because you picked up the energy, the focus, the energy focus. You picked up their focused energy on you. Another example is maybe you're at the computer or focused with your attention away. Maybe you're this way, right? And somebody comes up behind you and they're not close. You can't hear them. Maybe you've got your headphones in or something like that and you can't hear what's happening, but you feel like somebody's in the room. They're not close enough to smell. They're not close enough for any other senses to pick them up, but you'll feel it. That is also likely connected to that heart field. The way to know is to experiment with using your intuition. Intuition would be how your senses translate extrasensory information. There's several different ways. I believe there's 9. I learned to call them clairs because they're things like clairsentience, clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, the one that means clear smelling, the one that means clear tasting. Those are the 5 that I know, but you can receive information from whatever your normal natural senses would translate information from, except you would be experiencing something that's not happening in your reality right this second. Let me give you an example of each. Maybe you walk into a room, actually, I will tell this story. When I was pregnant with one of my children, I kept smelling soy sauce. It was the weirdest thing. And I was at work looking at people, like trying to figure out who's got soy sauce, who's got soy sauce. And it took me a few weeks before I realized I was craving something with soy sauce in it. It was soy sauce that my body was wanting to eat, not that somebody had soy sauce. So it might be something like that. That was not intuition, by the way. That was just how my body translated the information, right? So intuition works very much like that. It's through your senses. It is not something that's going to feed you fear. So that would be how you can tell the difference between like your anxiety and your intuition. Your intuition is not going to create feelings of fear. You're not going to get triggered by it or anything like that. It's going to feed you information. It might be a song. It might be a taste. You might just know something. You might feel things, either feel feelings, you might feel sensations in your body. that aren't yours. I know that the clairsentient folks out there have a tendency to feel other people's emotions in their bodies, but they can also feel other people's, like the medical intuitives will feel people's pain or conditions in their bodies if they're clairsentient. If they're clairvoyant, they might see like a color or a shape or some kind of energy signature on that person. If they would taste something, then say like if they were an energy practitioner and they were running their hands over the person, they might feel it in their hands or taste it in their mouth or hear somebody say something. If they have spirits or guides or ancestors that they work with, they might hear music. They might even hear their high self just telling them what's going on. If they're claircognizant, they'll just get the information. It'll just be like, oh, it's this, it's that. The key in working with and using your intuition is be logical and investigative about it. I have a friend that had something stolen from them in their home, and my intuition told me a name, and I kept it to myself until they started to investigate the process and thought, man, it's got to be somebody we know because it's somebody that we let into our home. And that name popped up. And it wasn't until that name popped up that I was like, my intuition, that was the first thing that came to me. And I explained it, of course. And come to find out, it really was that person. So you have to wait until your intuition is validated. There are people who I have met who I would say that they are distorted people in that judgmental way that people can be distorted. So some people can take that intuition that they have through a distorted lens and then manipulate other people to make what they intuited to be true. And that is not what you want to do with your intuition. Keep it to yourself, write it out, observe, experiment, practice, play with it, grow it. Everyone has access and capability, aptitude to be able to develop their intuition and use it for their own good. You can use it to really check in with, all right, is this person a good person for me to get to know or to be close to, or opportunities, or maybe I think one of the number one things people collectively have intuitive information, like intuitive experiences about, is when something doesn't feel right. Something just feels off about a situation. There's something internally that's like, you need to not be here. Actually, if you've experienced that, please comment down below your situation. Like, what is it that made you feel like this isn't right? Did you leave? Because some people don't. Some people will ignore their intuition. I've done it. Stayed in situations I should have left. I don't like should. I say that because these situations could have ended up a lot worse than what they were, but it was a bad experience that I felt in my body, and I ignored that. And so from experience, I have learned, listen to my intuition the first time, to make room for it, to align so that my intuition is clear and sharp, and to clean the lenses that make my intuition less easy to hear. Intuition can inform your food choices, your leisure, play, pleasure choices, your friendships, the colleagues that you open up to and don't, because people are not going to tell you with their mouth, I'm a bad person. Narcissists will, but maybe we'll get into that at some point in time. And when I say narcissist, I mean people with narcissistic tendencies. We had a scale of 0 to 5, narcissism being a personality trait that everybody has, people who would be 4 or 5 on the scale, or people that would be in the narcissistic NPD cluster B category, right? Like, they'll tell on themselves, but that's a different video. There's so much fear and divisiveness that is and has been perpetuated by media and happenings on a larger scale. Using your intuition, getting to know it, getting to know how yours communicates with you, can help you with connecting with new people, connecting with the people that are already in your life, maybe a little bit differently. You can use your intuition for the clothes that you wear, for your nighttime routine. You can use your intuition practice as a self-connection practice. And if you are creative, and I'm pretty sure that you are, because I resonate with creative people the most. And intuition can help support your creativity. The more clear and in flow and in alignment you are with your intuition and yourself, your head, your heart, and your flow, the less effort you will need to make at your creative projects, your creative process. The easier it can be to identify where you might be getting in your own way or getting in the way of creation. Okay, to sum it up, your aura would be your heart's electromagnetic field. It emanates around the body, 6 to 8 feet. We can sense things through it. It interacts with our environment. It gives others information about us and us information about others. Each of your organs has its own subtle energy field. Your brain and your heart can communicate with one another. Your intuition is a source of empowerment for you that no one can take away, and you can develop it. You can develop your intuition to show up for you as an extra layer of protection beyond the protection that you already have with your friend, how it is that you already protect yourself. All right, that is the end for me. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, please do so on your way out. Leave me a like if you found value in this video. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know if you've had an intuitive experience and what that was like for you. This is Tanisha Ahaba. It has been a pleasure serving you. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, that's going to be taken out. I just did this entire video with my earbud in, and I realized it right now, and I'm not going to redo it. All right, I'm just going to take it out and keep rolling. Somebody will notice. I don't care.